Today we visit our final port of call and see some of the art and historical buildings in the area, meet some of the locals, enjoy some of the local food, and return back to the ship and indulge our artistic side. So let's make our way to our final port of call to pick up the action. Good morning and welcome to day 6. Right now we're approaching Ketchikan and we should be there in the next hour or so. We don't have any port adventures booked today, so we're just going to take a look around the town, see what it has to offer. But so far we've had a treat with a seaplane just taking off right next to us. We'll talk a little bit later on about which side of the ship we feel is the best side. But let's go ahead and get into it. On this cruise, our stateroom was located on the port side of the ship. This itinerary, we feel this is the best side. For glacier viewing, it doesn't really matter which side of the ship you are on because you will experience both sides going in and out. For Icy Strait Point, being on the port side gave us a view out to sea, which enabled us to see the local wildlife, which was fantastic. In Juneau, it was much the same story and we had a slight view of the town. However, in Ketchikan, the port side for us was the best as we got a great view of the seaplane taking off and a wonderful view of our approach to Ketchikan. Once we were alongside, the town was on our doorstep, which was truly amazing. Well, with that, you know the saying, the early bird gets the worm. It was time for us to debark the ship and see what Ketchikan had to offer. As we made our way along the dock, a group of life-sized bronze figures caught our eye. A striking statue of a man that seemed to embody the spirit of Ketchikan. Each figure, rugged and resolute, represented the pioneers who had once carved a life out of this wild frontier. The fisherman, the logger, the miner, each telling a story of perseverance and determination. Beyond the statue, we were greeted by a large bold sign straddling the road that read, "Welcome to Ketchikan." It's here that our first pro tip can be found. Next to the statues is the tourist information office on the dockside. Here you can pick up 2 free walking tour maps which will take you on 2 different routes which allow you to explore 2 different aspects of the town. Ketchikan offered what we felt was the best shopping opportunities on this cruise, with some great photo opportunities as well. Be sure to pick up an ulu knife here, no trip to Alaska is complete without one. tour maps starts in the historic downtown area, where the echoes of Ketchikan's origins as a rugged fishing and logging town still linger in the air. As you walk through the narrow streets, these guide maps point out key landmarks like the old Ketchikan Fire Department and the Chief Johnson Totem Pole. Creek Street in Ketchikan is one of Alaska's most iconic landmarks, rich in history and charm. Today, its picturesque boardwalk, perched on wooden stilts above the rushing waters of Ketchikan Creek, lined with colourful buildings that house an array of boutiques, galleries and eateries. Visitors to Creek Street can stroll along the wooden planks, enjoying the serene views of the creek below, where salmon can often be seen swimming upstream during the spawning season. The area is a haven for shoppers and history enthusiasts alike, offering unique Alaskan art, crafts, and souvenirs, as well as insights into Ketchikan's vibrant past. Creek Street's past is far less tranquil than its present. In the early 20th century, it was the heart of Ketchikan's red light district, a place where saloons and brothels thrived. During Prohibition, Creek Street also became a notorious hotspot for bootlegging, with liquor smuggled in hidden beneath the floorboards of the establishments. The creek itself, with its high tide and deep waters, made it easy to transport illicit goods by boat. One of the most famous buildings on Creek Street is Dolly's house, now a museum that was once the residence of Dolly Arthur, one of the town's most well-known madams. Visitors can tour the preserved home to get a glimpse into the life and times of Ketchikan's colourful past. Despite its origins as a red light district, today Creek Street stands as a symbol of Ketchikan's resilience and transformation. It has transitioned from a hub of vice and illicit activities to a beloved historic site, offering a blend of natural beauty, cultural heritage, and modern-day attractions. Ketchikan proudly bears the title of the salmon capital of the world, a distinction that reflects both its rich history and the incredible abundance of salmon that thrive in its surrounding waters. This small Alaskan town has long been a hub for commercial fishing, with generations of fishermen casting their nets into the pristine waters of the Inside Passage, where the Pacific meets the rugged coastline. The town's identity is deeply intertwined with these fish, which have sustained its economy and culture for over a century. The lifeblood of Ketchikan's salmon industry can be found in its many water streams, particularly Ketchikan Creek, which winds its way through the heart of town. During the spawning season, these streams come alive with the spectacle of thousands of salmon making their arduous journey upstream to lay their eggs in the gravel beds where they were born. The sight of these powerful fish leaping against the current, determined to reach their destination, is a testament to the resilience and tenacity that both the salmon and the people of Ketchikan share. Pro tip number 2 is to visit the Alaska Crepe Company. Be sure to arrive early before the lines start. We arrived at 11 a.m. This family owned and run eatery offers both sweet and savoury crepes. If you have dietary requirements that require gluten-free, they are able to accommodate as well. We tried the strawberry shortcake and Nutella and whatever, with the whatever being blueberries for me. These were both delicious and we could have eaten a dozen. The Great Alaskan Lumberjack Show is an exhilarating spectacle that brings the rugged traditions of the Alaskan frontier to life. Disney Cruise Line offers a special version of the show for its guests that incorporates beloved Disney characters into the action. With that, it's time for lunch. The Alaskan Fish House in Ketchikan is a must-visit destination for anyone looking to experience the authentic flavours of Alaska's rich maritime heritage. Nestled near the bustling harbour, this popular seafood restaurant is renowned for its fresh, locally sourced catch and warm, welcoming atmosphere. The moment you step inside, you're greeted by the mouth-watering aroma of seafood being expertly prepared. Everything from succulent salmon and halibut to hearty chowders and crispy fish and chips. What sets the Alaskan Fish House apart is its commitment to showcasing the bounty of Alaska's waters. The menu is a celebration of the region's best seafood, with dishes that highlight the natural flavours of the fish, enhanced by simple yet delicious preparations. Whether you're enjoying a plate of perfectly grilled salmon, a bowl of rich creamy chowder, or a basket of golden fried halibut, every bite tells the story of Alaska's fishing traditions. In addition to its fantastic food, the Alaskan Fish House offers a casual rustic dining experience that captures the spirit of Ketchikan. The restaurant's decor reflects its maritime roots, with nautical touches and views of the harbour that remind you just how close you are to the source of your meal. Our pro tip number 3 is this restaurant gets busy, but there is a hidden seating area towards the back left which you won't see unless you walk back there. After a delicious lunch and some great shopping, it's time to head back to the ship. After 40 winks, it's time for a bite again, and we decided to get a snack from the room service menu. Our pro tip number 4 is be sure to check out the cake of the day on this menu. Each day, a different cake is offered on the room service menu. Our snack was washed down by pro tip number 5. If you have completed 10 or more sailings, you become Platinum status in the Castaway Club. This club is a frequent traveller program that Disney Cruise Line offers, and one of the perks is a complimentary gift on board. This is usually either a fruit tray, chocolate-covered strawberries, or a bottle of Prosecco. Clearly, we went for the Prosecco that is ordered through room service. we've become huge fans of the Alaskan Brewing Company. If you haven't already, check out our last video. Be sure to click on the link to check out our pro tip for purchasing beer on the ship. Tonight's dinner rotation took us back to Animator's Palate. We decided to take a couple of our Alaskan Brewing Company beers to dinner and loved how our dining team insisted on taking them for us. The Drawn to Magic dinner show at Animator's Palate on the Disney Wonder is an enchanting dining experience where the magic of Disney animation comes to life in an extraordinary way. As you enter the beautifully themed restaurant, you're surrounded by walls adorned with sketches, concept art, and the tools of an animator's trade, setting the stage for an unforgettable evening. As you settle in for your meal, the restaurant's seemingly ordinarily black and white drawings begin to evolve before your eyes. Gradually, the sketches start to fill with color, and the entire room transforms into a vibrant celebration of Disney's animated masterpieces. Throughout the evening, you're treated to an immersive show where classic Disney characters and scenes spring to life on the screens, interacting with the diners and turning the meal into a dynamic interactive experience. The highlight of the Drawn to Magic show is when Sorcerer Mickey makes a grand appearance, accompanied by a magical musical score that tugs at the heartstrings. The restaurant, now alive with color and movement, feels like you've stepped right into the heart of a Disney film. The transformation of Animator's Palette is nothing short of breathtaking, making every moment feel like a celebration of creativity and wonder that Disney is known for. Paired with a delicious multi-course meal inspired by global cuisine, the Drawn to Magic show offers a perfect blend of entertainment and fine dining. For appetizer, we ordered the Malaysian chicken satay, and for entree, the beef Wellington. Both were delicious, but pro tip number 6, if you don't see anything you like on the menu, then ask your dining team if they can organise a curry for you from the crew mess. This was absolutely delicious. Keep in mind you do need to order this in advance, so be sure to check upcoming menus in the Disney Cruise Line Navigator app for upcoming days so you can order the night before. And now time for dessert. Out of all the desserts so far on the cruise, tonight's were Evie's favourites. We went with the Orchard Peach Tart and the Cappuccino Mousse. Both were standouts and most certainly hit the spot. Earlier in the evening, we were asked to create our own masterpieces, which were brought to life in the finale of the show. On Disney Cruise Line, the Disney Band Plus experience brings an added layer of magic to the onboard entertainment, creating delightful surprises for guests during shows and other activities. During performances, special effects tied to the Disney Band Plus are seamlessly incorporated, making the magic of Disney come alive in unexpected ways. For example, as you watch a live show or a character performance, you might notice the band's lighting and vibrating, coming to life in sync with the action on stage or screen. These effects can make you feel as though you're part of the scene, whether it's through a burst of colourful lights, matching visuals, or a gentle vibration that adds to the excitement and engagement. These bands can either be purchased prior to the cruise and customised, or purchased on board. Additional features include opening your stateroom door, making purchases, or even access to the youth activities area on board for the children. So hello and welcome to the end of day 6, which wraps up our day in Ketchikan. It's been a busy day. What was your favourite part?
My favorite part has to be the walking tour we did on our own. That curry tonight was just so good.
Yeah, so as we mentioned, you can order sometimes from the crew mess. So if you know that, if you ask your waiter if they have an Indian curry on the crew mess, it's going to be different to any curry that they serve in the restaurant. So do make sure you check that out next time you're on board. But otherwise, we will see you tomorrow.